Uh, what's poppin', you guys? How are you guys doing? Peace to the gods and goddesses. Y'all are now linked into House of Harlem studio, and y'all know what time it is. It's gossip time. No, I'm just playing. Hopefully, we'll have a lovely guest in the building pretty soon. I hope all is well with everyone. We're going to read a few articles to kind of get our brain right, to kind of get us informed, because as Denzel Washington said, if you listen to the news, you're misinformed, and if you don't listen, you're uninformed. Whatever the hell that means. We have a couple of tributes that we have to give out. Right, our condolences. Unfortunately, people have passed away, and here at House of Harlem, y'all know how we do. We want to give a moment of silence to just give our condolences to the family, and also to send some positivity and love in the air. So may Michael K. Williams ascend. I hope that the pearly gates are open for him. He is the type of person who I've learned that he impacted a lot of people along his path. He was very organic and authentic to all. He had his up and down battles in his life, but this was a real brother. And so many people went to Facebook just to give their condolences. People like Fat Joe. All right, a lot of local people that I know, like V. who spent a lot of time with him in his early years in his career. So we want to give a shout out to the family. We want to give our condolences, and we want to have a moment of silence for him. And yet another death. All right, Nene Leakes, known for her love and hip hop days, and now an entrepreneur. We just recently found out that her husband, Gregory Leakes, had passed away. Yet another beautiful soul that I'm hearing out there with so many wonderful stories. So House of Harlem TV would like to give our condolences out to Nene Leakes and her family, and may her husband also enter the pearly gates of heaven, and may he be judged for all his wonderful good deeds that I'm hearing he did on this earth. I just feel, guys, like the greats are leaving. Don't y'all feel like that? Like the DMXs. It's just so much going on. It's just like every month someone is going away, and it's just the greats of the greats. So we really have to give them their flowers, and even our loved ones, give people their flowers while they're here, because you never know your expiration date. You never know when you're going to ascend in the world. So once again, we give our condolences. I can't wait for my guests to come, because we have a lot of laughs, a lot of learning, a lot of laughter to happen in the building. But in the meantime, let's get into that work.
Yeah.
Let's
Hold
go.
on. Before you go into that work, I also want to announce, in case people didn't know, that another comedian out in California, a brother by the name of Fuquan Johnson, he also died recently, along with two other people, and then there's a third person that is in critical. They all suffered from an overdose, and as well, we want to send all positive energy and our condolences to the families of all of them. We'll give the other people's names later on in the broadcast, but we definitely want to let it be known that that some good people are ascending, and unfortunately for us, the Most High said it's time to come home.
That's right. A sentimental moment for me, but let's give a moment of silence, a few seconds for them. Well, you guys, people are it's so much going on. And speaking of the last death of the comedian, we want to give some insightful information on a drug that seemed to be crossing the border. And we want you guys to be careful now. You should have been careful in the first place, but it seems like so much is crossing the border and people are getting access to it, and it's becoming a sudden death. I don't know if it's done on purpose. I don't know what the deal is, but let's see if we can get this article up, and my co-host will read the article. Let me see if I can pull an article up right here.
Well, one thing that's going on is here in New York, right? They made mention in the article on one of the tragic deaths that occurred. It spoke about a substance called fentanyl. I don't know if anybody is familiar with that. It is a synthetic painkiller that is up to 100 times more potent than heroin. And they're saying that this is the main factor of 2/3 of the overdose deaths here in New York. 2/3. They didn't give the number out, but 2/3 is 2/3. It's more than half. It's damn near 75%. If you really,
If you remember the pie in square
right.
in school,
you
kind of
that into three, and two of those squares is what it is.
Okay, you're gonna break it down. We're going to school right now. Preach.
So, fentanyl. Let's go
That's
into
2/3
it.
is a lot. Serious stuff. All right, and it's synthetic. Okay, it's a synthetic drug. So you mix that with the cocaine, and we got a problem. We got a big problem. All right.
Yes.
So we're gonna definitely inform you.
And it is also known as an opioid.
Not good. This is not sounding good. All this information is not sounding good. I hope you guys do your research and take some notes. So for all the people who are thinking about doing cocaine, who are doing cocaine, this is how they're cutting it up with. This is the drug that they're using, the opioid that they're using to cut the cocaine up with, and that is sudden or almost sudden death. So he's going to read what fentanyl is and all that good stuff.
All right. Fentanyl is how it mostly
pronounced.
It's also spelled fentanyl. Is a powerful opioid used as a pain medication and together with other medications for anesthesia. It is also used as a recreational drug, sometimes mixed with heroin, methamphetamines, and cocaine. And its potentially deadly overdose effect can be neutralized by naloxone.
So it can be neutralized. Okay.
Right. I guess if it's caught in time or whatever. It has a rapid onset and its effects generally lasts under 2 hours. Medically, it can be used by injection, nasal spray, or skin patch, or absorbed through the cheek as a lozenge or tablet. It says common side effects include nausea or vomiting, constipation, sedation, confusion, and injuries related to poor coordination. Side effects may include decreased respiratory rate, serotonin syndrome, which is low blood pressure, or development of an opioid user disorder. So it's really something that is made in a lab. You know, who knows what the hell? Well, obviously they made it for pain medication.
Right, but it says that it's mixed with certain things such as cocaine and heroin. But you got to remember, mixing it even in its highest, the lowest form can be deadly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It shouldn't be used. Obviously, I know that the doctors is not mixing it with cocaine, right? I don't think so.
Nah, the only time they really using it is in cases of anesthesia, and maybe as a light
dose. Well, whatever it is, don't use it. I wouldn't even recommend it if the doctor was giving it. Crazy. Stay the hell away from it. You don't want that in your veins. You don't want stay away from it. You don't even want to sneeze around it, okay? So just please, just do me a favor. Just stay away from it. Unfortunately, that was one of the reasons why he passed away, according to the news. And we don't want that to happen to you. It is an unfortunate situation that we don't want people to ever have to go through. So anyway, we're going to wait till the room fill up a little bit because we're going to get started. We're going to let the room fill up. Yeah. So Mr. JoJo, JB, that's the initials for this guy right here.
Drool and Joe.
All right. Kathy Lee and Joey. I don't understand these people. They're making mandates to things that I feel is not making any sense. Yeah. When it comes to this Rona, we from the very beginning have been on their ass. All right? Excuse my French. I'm trying to keep it PG for the babies out there who may want to listen to this. But we've been on them. We've been doing research. Yeah. We've been at the CDC websites. We've been at the NIH websites. We've been everywhere, from the city to the state. We've been reading what they have. We've been listening to the news. And up until now, to this date, whatever today's date is, because I'm lost right now. Today's September, the 8th, 9th? All right? Today's the 9th. Up until this day, everything that Dr. Fauci have been saying has been a big bowl of contradiction. Everything that our new administration, our new president has been saying in regards to Rona has been a big contradiction. And for me, it's like, if you don't have it right, you don't know what's going on, then I can't just accept anything that you're offering to me. You understand what I'm saying? And I hope that mentally you guys understand that as well. I hope mentally you guys are asking yourself that question, because that's what it's all about right now. You have to ask questions. Remember in school who, what, when, where, why, and how?
Yep.
Don't let that leave you as an adult. I don't care if you're 99 years old. You still should remember that. And that applies to doctors, lawyers, presidents, okay, borough presidents, all type of government officials, who, what, when, where, why, how. You have the right to ask them. The media, it has to make sense. It has to make sense. So anyway, you can just read the other article that's there. Read. Oh, you texted to me?
Well, yeah, I sent you Jumpin' Joe's speech.
He calls him Jumpin' Joe. Wonderful.
His speech on the whole situation and all that. So.
All right. Hold on 1 minute. Do you want to? Can you play it on your mic with your phone? Let's listen to it.
It's an article. It's not a video. Well, hold up. Let me see. I think it may be an article. I mean, it may be a video tied to it as well.
Excuse me, guys. You know, we really were planning to just do a interview, but sometimes.
No, it's actually I'll read it. I'll read it. It says in his most forceful pandemic action and words, President Joe Biden on Thursday announced sweeping new federal slab-a-jab requirements affecting as many as 100 million Americans in an all-out effort to increase C-19 slab-a-jabs and curb the surging Delta variant, which let me just hold my opinion about that.
Why?
Speaking at, not yet. I'm going to finish the
Okay.
thing first. Speaking at the White House, Biden sharply criticized the roughly 80 million Americans who are not yet vaccinated or slab-jabbed, despite months of availability and incentives. We've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin. Now, they're talking about something that's supposed to be a right, something that you have a choice of making. So why is their patience wearing thin on something that you yourself have a choice in doing, whether you want to do it or not?
I'm done.
You know what I'm saying? That sounds like some Gestapo shit to me.
He said Gestapo.
You dig what I'm saying? So
that's hilarious.
it says, but our patience is wearing thin, and your refusal has cost all of us. He said, all but biting off his words, the unslabberjabbed minority can cause a lot of damage, and they are. So they say.
Stop right there. Minority. Who are they referring to when they say minority? Who?
It's pretty. They're trying to make it vague because they're trying to make it seem. We know what they're talking about. Let me just say that.
Let's get it clear.
You know what I'm saying? Shh. They talk about people of color. First of all,
I may not be the smartest chicken in the coop, but I know some words up there.
Right.
They definitely. I know how to decipher the words up there.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. They
Daddy
definitely talking about that, but they're using minority based off of what their skewed numbers may be.
Right, but and that's coming from a certain demographic.
Right.
A certain group of people.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say who it is, y'all.
Now check this out.
A certain group of people don't trust their ass. They like, I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. I ain't stupid.
So check this out. The expansive rules mandate that all employers with more than 100 workers require them to be slab-jabbed or test for the virus weekly, affecting about 80 million Americans.
I'd rather be tested for weekly. I'll take that for 500, please. Oh, I thought I was
playing.
I thought I was playing Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune, one of them.
Yeah.
I'll take that for 500.
So now it says, and the roughly 17 million workers at health facilities that receive federal Medicare or Medicaid also will have to be fully
vaccinated.
Hokey pokey.
Are you kidding me? Can you reread? Read like the Israelites in the corner. Read. What the hell did they just say?
It says 17 million workers at health facilities that receive federal Medicare or Medicaid will also have to be fully poked.
I feel so sorry for you federal workers. No, you wanted to go
you
be
think
CIA
you got a choice.
and FBI agents, and now look what's happening to y'all.
Because
it don't include the state. I didn't hear anything about the state. All right? I didn't hear anything about that. And it's unfortunate because
but you know the states
you
are gonna
tell
follow,
somebody,
though.
Of course, you tell someone they have an option to do something, but if in the same breath you're saying if you don't do it, then I'm going to take away your livelihood, the way you make money, right? The way you provide for your family, the way you get your bread and butter, the way you eat. So at what point, so it's like they're playing games. That sounds like you're doing this, it's forceful. It's very forceful. Don't think without a shadow of a doubt that is not forceful at the end of the day. All right, but at what they did say is on a federal level, but once something is approved federally, then you know they want to come and mess with the states and the counties and the cities and all this other stuff. That's why at this point, if you do not agree, it is very important for you to understand, understand your Constitution. Yep. That's where you need to stay on. That's what you need to focus on. That's what you need to learn about. That's what you need to feel and know and understand. You have to absolutely know that this is your right, your constitutional right, in some sense, right, that you have. And you have to stand on that. Because if you don't, it's over. But go ahead. What's going on?
What's that?
What's going on? Biden, you have to read the rest.
Oh, okay. Biden is also signing an executive order to require slabberjabs for employees of the executive branch and contractors who do business with the federal government with no option to test out.
Man, listen, man. You don't even have to read anymore. I mean, this is like becoming redundant. Like
so
we
ill.
Are telling people over and over and over again,
these
people must be desperate and dire need. All right? The only thing I can advise you at this point is, once again, ask questions. If it don't make no sense, you have to stand on your square. Bottom line. It's never making any sense, and it's just too forceful. Anytime, listen, you know, I'm black. Anytime they giving out free French fries, you know it's over. They don't give out free lotto tickets. That should have been red flag number 2. All right, come on. They didn't even give you the burger with the fries. That should be an insult. And they damn sure didn't even take you to Olive Garden. That should have been the 3rd insult. All right, no, nothing's for free. They done got free data sites, French fries, no burgers, and y'all. Lotto tickets that you know damn well you're not going to win, a couple of dollars that you know they're going to take back eventually, and nothing. They didn't do this with any other virus that's been out, any other disease that's been out, any other issues that's been out, but they decided to do this with this. That should have been a red flag for y'all. They told us stay inside. We did that. Remember? No one was outside. All right? Then we went from that to, you know what? If you social distance and wear your mask, we did that. Then they went from that to double up on some masks. We did that. Then they said take one mask off. Then we did that. Then they said, okay, we're gonna do the testing. Then that didn't work. Then they said we're gonna to do the the slabberjabbers. Excuse me. We did that. Now it's still a problem. It's gonna be endless. It's gonna be endless, and it's for you guys to stand on your square and try to figure out what is it that you want to do. Because for me, I already have all the answers. I've done too much research. And when I went on the CDC website and they told me 10 ways to prepare for a zombie, I knew that was over for me. It was over. So anyway, what is the next? Please.
Okay, here we go.
Well, while he's getting up the next article, Fat Joe and who's going to be in the versus battle? Who is he doing the versus battle with?
Ja Rule.
Ja Rule, excuse me. I need to know from you guys right now, who do you feel like is going to win? I'm kind of, y'all know how this versus battle started, right? This started during the COVID. Remember
nowadays.
Remember when we were locked in, we didn't have anything to do.
The bar real high.
Right. The locks did set the bar really high. I don't know if that was epic. This was New York. This was Dipset. This was the locks. Everybody came through. The crowd was crazy. I don't know if any versus battle could ever bring a crowd the way they did. I mean, that was the ultimate hip hop. It was very historical. I don't know if it's like Joe. I wish I was next to him because I want to know. Do he feel any pressure? You know what I'm saying? Because once again, this is New York in the house right now. And obviously they made a good move. Hold up. They said, you know what? They bought it, right? They made money off of that New York. You know what I'm saying? They was acting a fool.
Yeah,
you had
on that one.
You had people laying on the floor asking are they finished. You know what I'm saying? You got people sitting on beach chairs. You got people tripping over tripping over on the floor talking about his ring fell off. I don't know if I believe that story. I tried to watch it and analyze that video so many times, but whatever, Jim. We'll go with it. And I just don't know. Joe is gonna have to bring it. Ja Rule's gonna have to bring it. And that's the bottom line. They got to come with that energy. They definitely, both of them have hits. Now, they both have hits, but let's be honest. And they both been in the game around the same amount of time, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Joe may have been a little bit more, what? Probably got a little years, right? A little few more years in. I have two questions for y'all. Do y'all feel as if that's an equal battle? Like, does that battle make sense, them two? Like, you know, I need to know how they are choosing these battles. How did are they choosing because of the amount of songs they have? Are they choosing it because of the amount of songs they have along with they both are from New York? How are these battles chosen?
And
if you can do a prediction.
Popularity. It might, my guess would be
popularity
and maybe the catalog of music.
The catalog may have something to do
how
with it.
many hits you got. Ja Rule got some hits. He got some bangers out there.
Ja Rule got some bangers.
Don't sleep on that brother.
Ja Rule's got some bangers.
Ja Rule got
Shout
some things
out to the brother Ja Rule.
on deck. You know what I'm saying? He got some ammo.
So when you say popularity, you mean as far as the bangers that he have, not like current popularity, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't think. Okay, yeah, no, I'm just talking about the level of success based off of their music.
They got bangers.
They definitely got bangers.
All right, so that's what you think. That's how they came up with the catalog and made sense to them, and they paired those two up.
Now because it's not like there's a versus panel or versus committee or nothing like that. It's
just a prediction. If you had a prediction on how they did it,
one or the other reached out to the other one and said, "Yo, let's do this. Let's put this thing together." You know what I'm saying? Because that's how the other one came about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They did it amongst themselves.
They
called Swiss up like, "Yo, what's good?"
Yeah, it was sort of like, "Yo,
these niggas are popping crap out here, so I gotta come on the stage."
You know what I'm saying? And you know, it was a gentleman's challenge.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
I like when the testosterone is
right.
up there
It was
in
a
the house.
gentleman's
I love
challenge.
it. It sounds sexy.
You know what I mean? And both groups they
had it.
They both got bangers too. You know what I'm saying? And that went the way
you
it went.
Wouldn't tell the way Jewels was laying on the floor like he was sleepy or something. Like, you know,
that
wasn't.
Nigga must
what's
have
up?
Did he take some fentanyl? Did your man take some fentanyl? Got woozy on deck?
No, he was like, you know what, Jada, I'm tired of you niggas. I'm
going
to
woozy.
sleep. Like, wake me up when you finish, because I'm gonna have to come through with my bangers. But look, man, that was so epic. It has so much energy behind it. You know, it has so much love behind it, and we really appreciate that. So I'm really looking for that same type of energy. There's no doubt they had They have a lot of songs in their catalog. I'm looking for Ashanti to come out of no goddamn where, you know what I'm saying, and sing. I'm looking for some stuff. I may be going a little bit over my head. I understand that. It's me. I'm crazy like that. But I'm looking for some stuff. I'm looking for that energy, and we're going to keep that energy going. Matter of fact, House of Harlem will we be showing that? The versus battle with, you know, the New York people, because, you know, we so New York, so we got to set something up.
Yeah, we are so New York, y'all.
We got to set
don't even
something
understand.
up.
We so New York that New York ain't New York unless we there. You know
so
what I'm saying?
I want the listeners to also make a prediction. Who do you think is just going to blow it out the frame? Who do y'all think? Let me hear something from my House of Harlem peeps, the people around me right now. What do you think? Is it a no-brainer, or is like it's hard to tell right now? Fat Joe was out with Big Pun. Woo! If he bring that fire, boy, he gonna bring that fire. All right. Now, who else? So I think he's siding with Fat Joe. What about you? If you can go with a Fat Joe, you can go with a Ja Rule.
It's too hard to tell right now.
It's too hard to tell.
That's very political
He says very political of you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want either party to be upset with you.
The young God definitely got politics in his future. I'm gonna say that one right there.
Okay. Listen.
I mean, but you know what?
Knocking over.
It could go any way.
It could. But we're just making a prediction.
These things could go
I don't want to say a bet. We don't got
time.
no money on the bet, but we're making a prediction. We're making our prediction ahead of time. It's all good. It's all good.
We do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yes.
It's all love. It's all love.
So what about you, God? I mean, what is your prediction? What do you predict?
I'm kind of torn. You know what I'm saying? Because I like both artists.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope
I'm
artists.
more of a Fat Joe enthusiast than I am
really
a Ja Rule enthusiast.
Right.
Only because Ja Rule's lane was a lot different than Fat Joe's, even though they kind of swerved into the same lane at different points in time.
Weren't they part of the same team?
No.
Not never. Okay.
Ja Rule is Murder Inc.
Right.
And Fat Joe is Terror Squad.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it can go either way because they both kind of like on some fly shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Trying to be pretty boys ass niggas. You know what I'm saying?
You know, but listen,
you know
that's so New York.
It can go either way. You know what I'm saying?
All right, well, look, I don't have any predictions.
I'm gonna hold my opinion right now.
You gonna hold your opinion? Okay, yeah, we don't want you to get in trouble.
I don't want to get in trouble because you know what I'm saying.
Joe,
you know,
like,
I fucks
really
with
dogs?
both of them. You know what I'm saying. I got peeps in both teams, so I ain't gonna really call it out like that. But
absolutely,
they both got bangers that can go any which way.
Absolutely, either way, I do appreciate. I'm really starting to appreciate the versus battle. You know, shout out to COVID. You know what I'm saying? Because it's because of what we went through where this was created. And what I appreciate about it is just that and they're not really that old. I don't really like using old cats or whatever. I don't really like it, man. 40s and your 50s, that's still young. But
yeah, I mean,
that generation of artists get to show craftsmanship. They get to show the younger generation what it's all about.
Fact.
How it it didn't begin there, but they're paving the way. They're bringing back that artistry that we really need right now. We need that transition.
We need more respect for the craft because a lot of brothers paved the way for a lot of these young boys to be doing what they doing. And shout out to all the young folks that's etching their name into the concrete. You know what I'm saying? But the game is real different
and
nowadays.
Jada, man, he came out with that. You know what I'm saying? And like he said,
we need to bring that back to a level of respectability for the craft because pink suits and all of that, pregnant men and all.
We should talk about pink suits. I don't know what that's all. The pink is all right, but the dresses, I don't know.
Nah. This nigga had pink little. That whole shit was off.
He need to get a lesson from Cam. If you want to do the pink, then you got to go to Cam so he can show you how to get the fly right. If you rocking
a Cam kind of pink,
right?
Then my nigga, you good.
Okay, so
let me see a pink, chinchilla or something.
Right.
You dig what I mean?
Wait a minute.
I don't want to see a pink belly top and all that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He got man. That's not hip hop. That's sensationalism to me. That's commercialism to me.
Okay.
You know
it is definitely
it's
commercialism.
Not respect to the craft because the craft, I'm not even jiving with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if the brother making dope music, so be it. I'll give a brother props when the music is props. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when the music is dope.
Right. I got my guests in the building. I have so many questions.
It's questionable to me, man.
I have so many questions about this game, man. This game
with all of that sensational shit.
We're gonna go on a quick commercial break because
all that bullshit.
We're gonna go on a quick commercial break because this conversation generated a question in my mind. And I really have to know, as far as where hip hop is going to. So stay tuned for a little short break. Stay in the building, all right? So I guess it's going to be here in any minute. Peace. What are we doing? What's popping, you guys? I am all smiles right now. I got my guests with me. We doing some big things. We about to get into some questions of the day. I appreciate you. Shout out to my brother Lazarus, the top dog.
Or shouts out to my bro Laz.
I'm sorry. Shout out to him, and I appreciate it. So we got our super producer to the right of me. What's your name? What you repping? How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you, first off?
Yes, I'm wonderful. And how are you?
I'm all right. I'm good.
How's
I'm glad
the
I'm
family?
here. Everybody's good. No complaints on this
Yes,
show, man.
absolutely.
For those of y'all who don't know me, my name is Khardier. A lot of people don't know how to pronounce my name. It's pronounced Khardier the God.
Right.
The G-O-D stands for Genius of Drums, in case y'all are, superstitious.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
We starting off real good.
And I'm from the Bronx, you heard? That's a
the
big
Bronx.
fact.
BX in the building. BX,
That's
stand
right.
up, y'all.
That's a
Where
fact.
y'all
Stand
at?
up, BX, man. Cartier, whenever you get the chance, let your people know you in the building.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact. I already got it started.
That's a beautiful and unique name. Is that your original name? Is that?
Nah. That's not my original name.
So
My name was originated. I was gifted a Khardier watch by somebody who was very dear to me, and I broke the watch, and I was so pissed off. So I just kept staring at the name. I'm like, damn, I don't know nobody with this name. This name is fire.
Right.
And then automatically my brain started working. I used to talk to a lot of chicks back when I first was originally trying to get into the game. So I had this one chick who was just nice with, rearranging letters and I was like, yo, she hit me with a list of 7 joints. I'm like, I'm taking that one. That one right there. I like how that one is spelled. And then she was like, well, it's going to be Khardier what? And I ain't want to be Khardier the Don.
Right.
And then I come from a church background, so I knew if I had put the name God, it had to mean something. You know what I'm saying? And I started off playing the drums at a young age, and most people prize me for my drums as a producer.
Right.
So therefore, the genius of
So
drums just fit. Yeah.
Wow. I feel like, so we have these different times in history, right, when it comes to music. And so, you see how you have the God at the end of your name, and sometimes it can be in the beginning of someone's name, Lazarus, right? And so many other people. Now it's like they have Lil this or Baby this.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's baby, little.
Yeah, baby,
infants
little.
out
So they
here.
ass get older.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm a grown ass man, dog.
You calling me Lil, you know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker, you chose the
Right.
name. What the
But,
hell?
how long have you been in the music industry?
In the industry professionally, let's see, I'm 33 now, so I've been doing this since I was about 1920 professionally. Okay. And in those beginning stages, of course, I was getting robbed and learning the game. So
we're gonna have to talk about that. We're gonna talk about that because the business side of things is very, very important.
Absolutely.
So you've been in the game for quite some time, and you did the drums. You're a drum guy. And so, is that what led you to
not to cut you off, I play other instruments too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I play the piano, I play the trumpet, I DJ.
Wow.
It started off playing the drums in church because my grandparents own a church.
I can't play a damn thing. I feel real bad.
I ain't know how to play. All right, no funny shit. I learned how to play the piano at 24, 25.
Oh, so you started late. Okay, you give me
Yeah,
hope.
but see, this is the part that made me start doing it, was making, beats. Because eventually you start catching on damn, this is the same sound here.
Right.
It's just the tones change.
Right.
So then I started putting them together and just started realizing damn, these keys don't go together, but those keys go together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I literally taught myself, and then, rest in peace, my grandmother was passing away, and I just started playing the piano outside of her room every day until she passed away, and I said, all right. And now if you watch me play, you would think I've been playing shit for years.
Wow, self-taught.
Yeah, because after a while, you develop an ear for those tones and sounds. So when you hear something, you can easily replicate it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
That's very
Absolutely.
unique because you didn't even use YouTubeology to teach yourself. You just went in there like that. You really give me hope.
I come from I'm still I happen to be caught in the middle of the analog era into the digital era.
Right.
And I'm all analog. If y'all had a pair of turntables right in here right now, I'd have got
Right.
crazy on them shits for you if you wanted me to.
So was that
You know
a
what I'm
big transition between the analog and the digital, or was it easy for you?
It wasn't a big transition for me. It was easy though, but I still to this day I'm still all vinyl. I love vinyl. You know what I'm saying? I love techniques. That's what I like. That's what I know to get. That's what I was taught on. That's what I'm always go to. The transform from, the vinyl to the laptop, it was just a conveniency thing. You know what I'm saying?
The
But-
So the
rub-
laptop is more convenience for
The
Yeah,
you.
rub
exactly.
on vinyl is so ill. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You really can't replicate it. They do their best to try to emulate it and synthesize it,
Right.
Yeah,
but you
can't.
never are going to be able to get that.
That original hard grit sound. Like, that's like the same thing like with like an MPC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody using all these DAWs, Logic, Pro Tools, Fruity Loops. That's cool.
Right.
But my shit sound how my shit sound because I use Reason, and Reason is analog, and I could trigger my shit how I want it to sound.
Oh man, you
You
talking?
understand what I'm saying? Like,
So if I'm
You see,
correct,
you see that right there?
Yeah,
you
see, they're
talking about
talking
talk right
geek.
now?
what's that?
engineer,
What version is that?
geek,
Well, this is 10.
Oh, that's 10. See, you ahead of me.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, I love 5, 7, 8. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was a
I'll
little
use
bit more
5.
compact, but 10 just kind of they threw a whole bunch of other plugins and they turned it into a complete DAW and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
and that's dope too.
They want all plugins and all that.
Yeah, with the
I
VSTs and all that.
yeah.
So it's dope, but I kind of still stick with the format and I really am biased to the
DAWs.
instruments that I use in Reason.
I feel
You know what I'm saying? Like I still mess with. I stay on the NXT, NNXT. I stay
Yeah,
on.
me too. I stay on that too to play my keys. I use the NN19.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be on the Maelstrom. Like I
Right,
pretty
all of
much
those
use all of
original
them.
joints.
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
right. So the transition made it more easier to manage, but then the authenticity or the organic part of the the vinyl is what kind of like left, or you still get the same
The skill. It ain't even so much the feel. Like the feel, yeah, it ain't gonna be the feel, but it just made everybody accessible to be a DJ now. And I'm saying this on air. A lot of you motherfuckers say that y'all DJs. Y'all are not DJs, bro. You just
So
a
let's
motherfucker with a
talk
laptop in the program.
Right. See, and that's kind of like I wanna
Push
ask
button
a
ass
question
nigga.
about even with the artists without dissing them in a way. Right. So what does it really consist of to be a DJ? Like we got to really break that down and even a producer. So those are my two questions right there. What do you really need to be a good producer and a good DJ?
All right, so I'm gonna hit you with 3. One, it ain't really dissing them. A spade is a spade. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
Like it's either you gonna have the skill and be a DJ, or you gonna front and be a DJ, and try to be a DJ.
This
And
is
a lot of
true.
these people getting away with fronting and being a DJ because the people that's paying them don't really care for the skill of them being a DJ as the origin of hip hop started. You know what I'm saying? Like there's very few DJs. Like I done DJ with Jazzy Joyce. I done DJ with Biz. If you seen on my Instagram page, I had me and Biz DJing. Me and DJ Just went crazy once, like, and I knew he was gonna violate me because that's my man. As soon as I seen, I was like, yo, you know what? Only because I know nobody else in this room gonna scratch with you, we gonna show off. Let's go.
Wow.
Like, you know what I'm
okay,
saying?
let me
I knew he was gonna
Wow.
smoke me, but I did it. Like,
But you still did it.
yeah, hell yeah.
And
It's
and
the
that's
essence
respect.
of being able to say like, yo, me and Just went at it, and
Right.
if you ask DJ Just, he gonna tell you like, yo,
Well,
I'll
you
tear
want to
your
be
ass
around
up.
the great. You want to learn.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Hell
want to
yeah.
be around the person that's doing well in the class. You know, I
Absolutely.
want to be around the people that's under me. I want to learn. I want to continue to grow. All right,
So now the other
yeah.
2 parts was you asked about the transition of being a producer and the transition to DJ.
yeah, that's it's a craft.
It's definitely a craft, but it's a craft that's going. I'm trying to figure out the right literature to put to this. Like, it's I don't want to say a dying craft,
Right.
but the art of creativity by being able to play an instrument is a dead craft, and that's the part that most producers and most people who want to get into this making beats and producing game fail to realize. Because let's just say none of this shit work, right? So now let me put you on the game right now.
Okay, I want to hear.
So
this.
now, if none of this shit ever worked for me, I know how to play the drums, bro.
Ooh.
Do you know I could go on tour and play the drums for anybody who need a drum player and still have a name? Be like, yo, I had fucking Kiss producer playing the
Right.
drums for my whole tour. Da-da-da.
So you don't have to rely on that digital.
Yo,
or
I
that
need a
laptop.
piano. I need a piano player. Like, all right, slide that bitch from the corner over here, and I'm gonna play this shit,
And
and
we
we
gonna
gonna
make
get it
this
right.
work.
Like, yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Like back in the day, how they did it anyway.
And I'm not discrediting the new style of it, but the thing is that by you just taking the easy route by just saying, hey, yo, I could just do this.
right.
Yo, you skipping so many steps to get to the top, but at the same time, them steps that you skipping is knowledge that you need, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they a lot of people not peeping that.
So I didn't get if you said like how long you've been actually producing.
I've been producing professionally. So again, since 1920. So I'm 33 now.
Right.
So you talking about like at least a good 13, 14 years professionally.
Wow. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And
My first record was with Jay Mills, actually. My very first record was with Jay Mills.
Okay.
It was called what was it? Because I got like 2-3 records with Mills.
Right.
One was called The God. And I forgot what the other one was called. Don't Kill Me, Mills, but I forgot that was my first record ever getting placed was Jay Mills. And I forgot the name of the record, but that was my first placement.
Since then, do you feel like you've grown into this craft, or is
every year?
Because some people start off hitting it right then and there, like, yeah, I'm the man.
Nah, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Even to this day, I still like people want me to walk around like yo, bro, like I'm not gonna do that. Like I love music. Now if you start talking shit like fam,
then you gotta
like,
bring out your skills.
Not even. I just push play and shut you the fuck up real fast. Like,
I love it.
That's it. It's really simple. Like respectfully, it's simple, but
yes,
because you don't know what you know. You know what I'm saying? I love music. I'm not doing this for anything else other than the fact that this is what I love to do. That is it. You know what I'm saying?
Outside of the producing and stuff like that, can you rap? Can you sing? Because I found it that some producers could actually rap.
I could do all that. I could do all that.
Oh, really?
Actually, I could rap.
Do you got some songs?
Yeah, I actually got a whole project out. It's called Smoke Train.
Okay.
I mean, it's a little quick 15-minute EP. You could literally listen to it while smoking a blunt. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, literally, that's what the whole purpose of me making it was. And I did it right after I realized that all these rappers were making, like, 1 and 2 minute songs. I was like, yo, you know what? All right, watch this shit. I want to see something real quick.
Right.
And it actually gained more attention than I thought it would.
Wow, that's awesome to be so diverse like that. And I know that some artists start out as artists and then wind up doing the production side of things and vice versa. So that's really good to be diverse. Now, what is, like, do you have anyone, because I know you've worked with a lot of people, but if you had the opportunity, what producers would you like to work with that you haven't worked with? That you feel like they're super dope. You can bring something to the table, they can bring something to the table, or you can learn from them, or vice versa.
Anybody.
Anybody.
Yeah, because everybody has their own style of creativity.
This is true.
Just because all these producers are known, like, the Teddy Riley's and the Scott Storches and the Just Blazes, like, I would work with anyone, you name anybody, I don't care, I'm going to work with them. Why? Because at the end of the day, there's something that they may hear that I'm not hearing. And I know that there's an element that I could always give, which is hard knocking drums.
Shaka is all about,
you know what I'm saying? It ain't. It's just that's exactly what I'm about. So,
right.
I mean, you name them. If they want to work with me, I'm gonna work with them. Like, I'm not biased. Like,
so you don't have like no particular person that you like. You know what? I've been listening to their sound, and I kind of like their sound. I would like to be in a room with them. You know what I'm saying? I think that's
that's like 95% of the greatest producers. Like, I've been in the room with Primo.
Okay.
And Showbiz and AG, that's family.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or other producers. I've been in the room with Scram Jones plenty of times. Ooh. Static Selector.
Yeah. What about Dr. Dre? Is he a producer? Yeah, right?
Absolutely. I mean, Dre would be at the top of any producers.
And Timberland, right?
Yeah, Timberland too. Absolutely. That's what I said. Any of these great producers I would work with. Like, because if I had to give a list, I'm gonna say Swiss, Timberland, Dre. Like, I'm gonna say Just Blade. I'm gonna say all these people because this is the era I grew up in. So also while learning the different styles of these producers, I was studying all of my favorite producers while scratching their music. So it's like, yo, I kind of know some of their styles already, and me working with them, like, I'm not gonna say it would make him better or it would make me better. It would just be crazy. It would be a dope experience.
Right.
It would be something that I would want to do, of course. Who wouldn't want to work with these great producers?
I would, shoot.
I mean, meeting Primo, the same way your man just came downstairs to open the door for me.
Yes.
I went to D&D right before they knocked it down, and Primo just opened the door, and I'm just like, yo, this motherfucker just opened the door like he's just a regular guy, bro. And I love every second of it because I was like, yo, damn, he wasn't even on no Hollywood shit. It was just, yo, what's up, bro? It was all love. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Shout out to D&D Studios too. That is a classic spot. I mean, yo, we
I was one of the last producers to stand in there.
Get
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
Word?
I was in there with them while they was tearing it down. Actually, like,
What? What?
yeah, facts.
So you
I was definitely one of the last producers standing in there.
right?
But you know, cause I work with Big Pun's son Chris Rivers as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Preem never met Chris. So I was like, yo, bro, like,
okay.
I'll bring Chris here tomorrow. Like,
I need
he was
that. I
like,
need
yo,
this-
bring Chris here tomorrow. I bet. Yo, I walked Chris right in the Preem record room. Preem, Chris, Preem. I'm going in the studio.
Wow.
You know what I
That's
mean? I don't know if
epic.
you
That's
ever
epic.
been to D&D and been in Preem's record room. That shit is bigger than some people's apartments.
It's
You
stupid.
feel me?
It's crazy.
That shit was crazy.
It's
So I left
stupid.
him in there. No,
I
I'm
heard
thinking
it's
good.
crazy.
Straight, thank you. I got a drop.
Yeah, we basically we lived in D&D. D&D was the
That shit was
the
heartbreaking,
house.
bro. Like that.
Wow.
If I had to go through like, say any worst experiences, like yo, to finally get into a studio.
Right.
You've been hearing so much about all these greats. Your favorite records was recorded in the booth. Like, I got pictures of me in the booth. Preem took a picture in the window in the
Epic.
like where he had the speaker at
Right.
in the wall.
Yeah.
He took a picture sitting there. I took a picture sitting there. Like so
Oh,
niggas know like
man.
yo, bro.
I'm here.
You
I'm
can't
in the
say that I
building.
was
Right.
not
I was
in this
amongst the
room.
greater. I was in
Like
this room.
I was
Right, 'cause
here when
those
this shit
that
happened.
know,
I would
no.
to
No,
what? I would have
facts,
been taking.
absolutely.
I would have took a picture in each and every corner.
Helped them move into the new studio on
Right.
Blondell. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What happened
Bro.
with that? They just had to downsize. Things happen, and you got to move.
I wouldn't say downsize. I would just say it's more like a compact upgrade.
I hear that.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
hear
saying?
that. I hear that.
Sometimes
so
you
now,
just got to get rid of some of the older stuff and then
on with the
downsize. Like, there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with doing that at all.
growing and development. That's good. I hear that. So
They got
now,
names. They still got to be humans too, though.
That's right. There's nothing wrong with that. I hear you loud and clear. So I know you work with a lot of artists, and you've been in this game for a while. Do you feel like outside of your producing skills, has the hip hop music changed, and has it changed for the better?
It's changed for the time.
I like that.
I am not gonna say it changed for the better, because honestly
like that
and respectfully,
response.
some of the shit
that's
that
a hell of a.
I
that's
love
and this
that
is
response
this
right
is like
there.
I don't want
It's
to be
like
biased by
sound-
saying this, but
Yeah. You sound like loaded right now. You know, he would have said something like that.
nah, it's
Yeah.
true though. Like
Yeah.
you understand what I'm saying? Like because like yo, a lot of the music that I'm hearing, like I really be having to force myself to sit down and listen to the shit that y'all saying, because it's like, you know how when we was growing up and they was like, yo, nah, some of these rappers, like, no, y'all the motherfuckers that when we was coming up, they was telling us to watch for. Because if you notice, all these motherfuckers is either getting shot at, killed, dying,
Wow.
going to jail. Like,
Absolutely.
it wasn't at a heavy abundance like that with our culture when it started.
Right.
So, would it have changed for the better? I don't know, because we don't know what the government future holds for these artists and rappers on the come up. We don't know what the transition. We don't know what's next. Look, the labels is basically faded.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
It
So
is.
it's
You
like,
got social
what's
media,
going
you
to
know,
happen next? What's going to be the next thing after the social media?
Well, and that's what I want to talk about, right? Because you've been here for a minute, so you've seen certain transitions. Do you feel like this generation now, when it comes to the business aspect of things, they're making better business deals than some of the OGs did back in the day? You know what I'm saying? Or you feel like it's just equal, nothing really changed?
When we
Because-
say better, are we talking about what
As far as
looks
getting-
better on camera or what's better really on
In
paper?
your pockets and in paper, because when I remember listening to Left Eye with TLC and
Mm-hmm.
she breaking some shit down, and the amount that they was coming home with was ridiculous, with the amount of work that they put in.
Yeah, see.
So obviously, the business aspect they didn't understand it at the time. She did during that interview before she passed, but do you feel like this younger generation have it a little bit more better, making better deals when it comes to their craft?
I honestly can't answer that because I don't know what some of their deals are. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
What I do know and what is obviously clear as day is
Right.
that there are obviously other people backing them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which is not, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm not saying I don't know what everybody's deals is. Like,
Right.
if it worked for them, listen, I heard somebody say this, and this is about as raw as I can put this shit. Like, yo, bro,
You're about to go raw.
if you gonna fuck yourself over, it's about how hard you gonna fuck yourself over, bro. Like, if you don't want to get fucked over, sit your ass down for a month and learn the game and learn what you need to know. If not, you gonna always get fucked over. Like,
So in all essence, you have this craft, you have this talent, but you also have to equally know the business aspect.
Once you turn your talent into a business, yes, that's when you need to start paying attention to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I
Right.
think that's what most artists and producers fail to realize. Like, yeah, you're doing this because you love it, but when you say you're trying to get into the game, understand that this game is.
I think that's the realest it can ever
Oh, I ain't
get.
gonna come up here and kick no bullshit to you.
I see. That is the realest
I'ma
that it
tell
can
you
ever
what it
get,
is,
man.
like-
And shout out to the young ones. Shout out to all the artists out there who's making it. Who's making it. Make sure you know what you're doing in your business, and make sure you link up with the right people so you can find out as much as you can and make the right decisions.
Absolutely.
I was listening to another platform with another artist, and he was breaking down how the distribution. He was breaking certain things down, and I was so appreciative of him giving that information, because now you have numbers on IG. Back in the day, you didn't have IG. You didn't have these social media platforms. So that means that these record labels don't have to do so much. The most they probably have to do is distribution, but they don't have to do image. They don't have to do a lot of things, because you can build that up by yourself. So that means that should be more money in your pocket, in my mind, if I was an artist. It's like, I built numbers up. I got 1 million on there. I just
I'm
need
just
X,
saying,
Y, and Z.
they're not coming to you for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to reach out to you like, yo, listen, we got this offer. There's a reason you reached out to me. There's a reason you are trying to do business with me.
Right.
Because I can't just walk in the door and say, hey, check this out.
Right.
I'm Khardier the God. Yeah,
Right. Well,
fucking
sometimes
right.
people do bust down some doors. I see somebody
yeah,
roll
that's
up
a
on
fact,
50 Cent,
but-
like, well, can you listen to my music? I mean, he
Yeah, I
just
seen that
coming
while
out
he was on the
date.
date. Like, yeah, he
Like,
was like, yeah,
what
he
are
was
you
wilding.
doing, my man? I understand his,
No, I cannot listen to your music. Absolutely
he
not.
said your approach is wrong.
First off, your approach is everything.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like,
But he didn't even have his stuff on him, too, come to find out.
I don't even give a fuck about that. Your approach was wrong.
Right.
Like, it don't even matter. Like,
Right.
how you came more. That's something else that people got to understand, too. Like, first impressions
down.
are everything.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, I've been in this game long enough to know that there's been points where I've had to actually tone myself down
Wow.
and listen. Like, I did a podcast yesterday, and the dude asked me a question about, like, yo, what do you feel is, like, the biggest advice you could give? And, yo, shut the fuck
wrong.
up and listen, bro.
You sound like one of those lawyers. A lawyer, his commercial is, if you ever get pulled over, shut the fuck up.
Oh, that's the Pot Brothers at law.
Right.
I definitely followed them.
Yo,
You see
I'm
what's
telling
going
you.
on in my
He
hand
was
over
like,
here.
shut the fuck up.
I'm
I was
watching,
he's,
like,
he's seriously up
yo,
there
shut
saying,
the fuck
shut
up, bro,
Just
and
shut the
listen.
fuck up and call me. Just
Like,
shut up.
yeah, just don't say nothing,
Just
bro.
don't say
Like,
nothing.
because
Silence is
when you-
powerful.
and when you're around these legends and these people that are in these games, like, yo, bro, 10 seconds of a conversation, just a few words could change your whole thought process, bro. I swear to you. I went to LA and I was with Exhibit for like a whole week.
Ooh, I love Exhibit.
Yo, for a whole hour, the first hour, I was like, yo, this nigga's brilliant. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying?
And you
Like,
know
yo,
what?
He's
This is
brilliant,
how
bro.
I honestly feel about artists.
Mhm.
They are geniuses. Producers, you guys are geniuses. It's
Thank you.
something that you have in you, that the rhythm that you have in you. Most of the people that you sit down and speak to them, geniuses, absolute geniuses, high IQs. Don't think these people are dumb. Not even Cardi B. I don't care what no genius.
Yeah, like, everybody
Genius.
not perfect, bro. Like, you gotta learn. Like, but the
it's
thing
not
is, you gotta be
even
willing
about
to
perfect.
learn.
It's your perception of that person, but you don't know that these people are genius. It's no
Yeah, facts.
coincidence that she's in the position she's in. Believe me when I tell you.
Nah,
Genius.
if everybody was paying attention to how she first hit the scene, it's clear as day. Nobody else was hitting it like that. Like,
Right, exactly.
Why
so
wouldn't she
sometimes
win?
they try to, once again, I'll use the word diss, but, always, coming with the malice intent to talk about people, but you just ignore it. Now, as a producer, right, you're sitting in the room with these people. What is your process? Do you make a beat and you go to artists that go, yo, I got something dope, and I feel like you should be on it? Or, like, most of the time, what is your process when you're doing your work with your artists?
It depends, because every artist is different. Number one. And,
That's true. We got that. Don't worry.
yeah, it's no big deal. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Every artist is
Every artist is different. That's number one. Okay. Number two, thank you, bro. There's been artists that they'll come to the studio and they just want to hear whatever the fuck I'm gonna play. Like, yo,
right.
I just want
play
something that just play. I don't even know, bro. Like, I'm just so hyped to be here. All right. Cool. By the time I get to the fifth beat, they probably already set on like two of them. Like,
Right.
So then after there, like, is a lot of artists that's like that. They just want to come pick their own vibe, and
Right.
if they want me to guide them on the record and really produce the record, I would really do it. You know what I'm saying? Some people really just want to write and go at it how they look. This is what you paid me to do. No problem. Do your thing, bro. Like,
right now,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, you got to keep it funky with me. Have you ever had, like, what was one of your most difficult times with an artist in the studio? It's like, you ain't got to say no names, but it's like, come on.
Oh no,
now.
I'm saying names.
Oh shit, he gonna say names. All right, now I got me.
Nah, I can say names. That's why I can say names.
All right,
Like,
I listen.
but it's like.
Like
right.
somebody like you, like, and sometimes it can be your bro.
Nah, it is a bro.
Then
it
you
is a
can
bro.
send them your brother or your sister, so
I'm
it's
gonna
all
tell
right
you
to
right,
send
yo.
them.
Kiss was the hardest person when I first got around
He's
the locks.
difficult?
No. Kiss is loving. He's very caring.
Right.
He's very welcoming.
I know he's passionate too.
But you
Very.
can't just throw no beats on the Kiss and to get like.
Yeah.
And that shit. That's honestly, this is how the hunting season
love
record
this
was
guy.
made. This is how I made it.
Right.
Because I just was going to the studio month after month, and I'm just like, yo, this nigga Kiss is not taking no beats, bro.
Ooh, all right.
Like,
you just like.
So I said, you know what? Bet. I
Yeah.
left. Every time I come here, Luch and Pete is taking everything.
What? But this dude is not.
Word. And then I
what's
gave
up?
Nino a record, and the Kiss was on it. Literally in like 20 minutes.
So you was
I
inspired
kept-
by something else he was
I was
on.
inspired by the fact that, yo, he wasn't taking no beats. But I also sat in a room long enough to hear the type of music he liked.
That's what it's all about.
And I said, yo, this what this motherfucker want? Bet.
Right. And
Instantly.
how important it is for you to
Yeah, you have to
understand
study the
sound of-
artist too.
Okay.
You have to, yeah.
Right.
If you can't just go into any room and just think that you just gonna press play on everything. Like, nah, they're not gonna like everything.
Right.
One,
know their
the way
style.
that they feeling at that time, like that, you know what I'm saying? All that plays a part.
Right.
Because there's been beats that I haven't played this week that I haven't played next month.
Right.
That's like, yo, bro, you know, I just played that for you last
Well,
month.
listen,
Nah, I didn't hear
could-
that.
I could just
Like,
that could have just got off a heartbreak or something. I want, something
Yeah.
I could pour. Right.
they don't, yeah,
Where they at right that day.
Right.
exactly.
And then you play it a month later. They be like, hold on.
And you like, no,
Next thing you know, you be like, yo, I
just
played
sworn
that.
I
He's
played.
like, yo, I swear I ain't hear that.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah, it's
so
the-
you
it's
deal
the-
with
that
the
shit
emotions
happened
of
to
the
me, too.
artist.
And I was just about to say that, like, you have to understand, like, because he said it before I got to it, but
Right, right.
music is an
Before-
emotion. Like, you understand what I'm saying? It's a
Right.
form of emotion. It's a creative emotion. So if this is how he feels this day,
Right.
if today he feels like, damn, I lost somebody, like, with the Ignatius album was different. Like, he was trying to pinpoint certain records he wanted that his man asked for, that Jay asked for.
I learned something today. So
You know what I'm saying?
I never really analyzed your job from that perspective. I never really
Yeah, you
analyzed
have
that.
to.
You
That
kinda
takes it.
like
That plays
deal
a
with
major
the-
part.
Deal with the emotions, and that kind of plays into what type of beat that you're going to play for these people.
Absolutely.
So how did you start it, working with Bldg? How did you start working with Jada and all of them? Shout out to Jada. Oh, man.
Word, shout out
played
to the bros.
Yes, shout out to all the bros, actually. But, like, how did you start with them?
It started with Chris
Okay.
Rivers.
All
know what I
right, so
mean?
you got to introduce you, and then...
It was-
oh, awesome.
Everything from when Chris Rivers originally stepped on the scene to it's like, damn, this thing is really nice. Like,
Right.
you will see Khardier the God's name from a long list to a
Right.
shorter list to a shorter list to a shorter list to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Wow.
in sequential order. Not
Right.
no, biasness behind it. It's just like,
Right.
yo, bro, be an artist. It doesn't. Everything don't have to just be produced by me. You know
Right,
what I'm
right.
saying? Like, go
Wow.
explore, go do what you're doing.
That's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
God. That's
I'm never that type of producer where it's like, yo, bro, you gotta get, unless it's like, yo, bro, you don't take this, you retarded. Like,
Right.
for real,
But
real.
that's beautiful to be with someone or start with someone or be underneath someone or be, trained by someone, and they see your greatness and they want you to go out and be your greatness.
Absolutely.
I love and respect people like that because they're not trying to hold on to you, but they want you to open up your horizon and be the best that you can. So shout out to Chris,
Yeah,
man, for that.
absolutely.
So ever since then, you've been working with
And then
them?
ever since then, yeah, it was just nonstop after that.
It's nonstop.
Yeah.
So y'all got a great rapport with one another. You kind of got a feel of like what he like and what he don't
I gotta
like.
feel that everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the
Wow.
whole Bldg experience is like, it's different. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
real different.
Yeah,
Now I gotta ask you on that versus battle. Did he give you everything that he did? Did you expect that pretty much? Did you expect it?
When it comes to them, and I hate like questions like this because it sounds so biased, but
Right.
the thing about it is like I was a fan first. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up making music and
Right.
always listening to them and them getting me through the day and shit like that.
Right.
So to now be where I'm at, like, I said the same thing to somebody else. Like, yo, bro, I could literally stop today and I feel like I accomplished what I needed to accomplish. Like,
That's
you know what I'm
dope.
saying? Like, that was a major accomplishment for
mark
me
on the earth.
to be
Right.
able to, you know, grow up listening to them. Had my moms before my moms passed away when I was 16 cursing me out. Yo, turn that shit down. Da, da, da. It's Sunday. We going to
Mom,
church.
this is D Block. What
Not
you
even.
talking
Styles
about?
is kicking some shit. I have to hear this, Ma. Like,
That's so cute.
and she was letting me hear. Like, my mother supported everything I was doing musically. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know, now that my mother's no longer here, so it's like, yo, I'm bro, like, what you want me to say? I completed that mission. Like, I said I was
Jada
going to
is
keep
just-
producing. I kept producing. And then I ended up producing
D-Block
for them.
and D-Block, period, they just, what I like about them is that they just so in sync with one another. You know what I'm saying? They come so prepared. They so in sync. You can tell that they're healthy. You can tell that they are like really, they show their craft. They take their craft very seriously. You know what I'm saying? And that speaks volumes because you can see that from that.
That and then just from the, like, you gotta understand, like, they go on tours a lot, so that being on tour part plays a massive part because you get to feel each other's energy. Energy
So
don't
y'all
never
always
lie.
in. Right.
And everybody, all y'all artists out there, y'all think it's easy. Y'all can perform all night. Okay.
That's why I say healthy. I put health in there. You can tell them brothers are healthy.
That shit is a workout. What you mean?
You can tell them brothers was
Half
healthy.
of you niggas will pass out. Half of you too.
Like, yo,
It's
you
not
hear
a
what I'm
game.
saying? Like, yo, bro, it's like literally, this is like, if I could give you a 1-2 step of how it really goes on tour, let's just start from New York to let's say the tour starts this week.
Okay.
We leaving, what time is it right now? That's the right time?
Yeah.
All right, we going to the airport at 11.
Okay.
Okay, we probably landing somewhere at 2, 3 in the morning.
Okay.
Going straight to a hotel. It's probably going to take us an hour or two to get a rental car because it's going to be mad late. By the
Okay.
time you go do sound check and really sit down and relax before the show,
Right.
your ass got to get dressed to go to the show. You know what I'm saying? Now you get to the
So
show,
you only
you're
got
drinking,
sleep
you're chilling,
travel.
you're vibing. You still got a 40-minute set. You got to get on stage in front of however many people it is for 40 minutes, bro. Catch your breath, remember your lyrics, and put on the show.
Wow. That's a lot.
Under damn near 200-degree heat.
Facts.
I ain't gonna lie,
Because a
you
lot,
never
if
seen
it's
that
5,000 people, the breath degree is retarded in that
Said the
motherfucker.
breath
You
degree
heard?
is like, bro, who? But it's smelling like ass right now.
Like
I'm about to
everybody's
stop the
facing
show.
you.
Yeah,
like,
they yelling at you like, ah!
like, oh,
And
what's
then they
flying
gotta
out your
deal
mouth,
with all
sir?
the craziness that be going on. Like somebody threw a underwear at their panties at
Oh, I
Kim.
got mad at those stories. I can tell you.
Who
That
throws their
shit.
underwear?
I got
Like,
mad at
what?
those stories.
Kim
with
said,
them,
I ain't got
bro.
time for this right now. Like, y'all playing with
They be like, only thing you can go is, I'm flattered. I'm flattered. Thank you. I'm flattered. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you. I don't know
it.
what I'm going to do with this, but thank you.
Where's the tour bus? That way, I'm out.
Man. Oh, man. I got to switch gears for a minute.
Nah, by
I'm
all
going to turn
means.
up real quick. I need to know. We were having this discussion earlier when it comes to Ja Rule and Fat Joe. What do you expect? And if you can predict who's going to win, which I don't even know how the winning is. I guess the population determines that. But who do you feel like is going to bring it? Who's going to bring
Does
it?
Fat Joe have records with Hove? Does anybody know? He does?
No,
Does
I
he
don't
not?
think so. I'm really in thought right now. No.
Ja does.
Ja got records with Hov? I'm
Yes,
so
he does.
sorry, Ja. I didn't do my research. You don't think Joe ain't got nothing?
I don't think he has no records with Hove.
So
Even
that's
if,
one up.
first off, let me start with
The
this. Like,
catalog. What the catalog looking like right now?
let me start with this part.
Okay.
The fact, like, you have to understand, like, I'm not saying you said or asked anything wrong, like,
Okay.
for the consumer.
Okay.
The
Right.
consumer has to
I'm learning
understand.
too during this process, but go
Like,
ahead.
you have to understand what it is that is happening. This is a catalog battle. It is like playing spades and having cards in your hand. You have to know what to play, when to play it, how to perform it, how to deliver it, how to make it have an impact.
Woo.
Okay? You got to do all of this during this battle, you heard?
Right.
I think a lot of y'all are forgetting that.
Right.
And
Right.
On the real, I feel like that was the Achilles heel to Dipset. They got
The
joints.
catalog, but they didn't play.
The way
but they didn't do
It's
it
how
right.
they
put
played
their
them.
playlist together was terrible to me.
Okay, so
The
my
coordination.
correspondence by way of PJ, Fat Joe, Remy Ma, and Jay-Z, all the way up.
He's right. Or she's
Go
right.
Crazy, and all the way up, and Go Crazy. So yeah, they do got Hove on there. Big deal.
So now, my final answer is I think Joe's going to rip Ja apart.
You know what? When you asked me that question, I could have sworn you was going with Ja.
Nah, I wasn't.
Okay.
I wasn't going with Ja because
I love that.
I'm gonna tell you why. Like, all right, I love Ja.
Right. I love him too.
Joe, I
this
respect.
is
I
Ja.
respect what he does in that, the perspective that he has on his music.
Ja got it.
However,
Yeah, Ja winning. All right, but go ahead.
I feel
Yeah,
catalog wise, absolutely.
Ja winning.
But you forgot what I said. He has to give the impact of those songs and perform them.
He do.
Because
It gotta
every
be in
thug
order.
needs a lady. They could come on and he could hit the wrong fucking tone. Y'all could be like, yo, this nigga is wilding. And that's going to be the end of everything
You
for
better not be lip
you.
singing. You better come out,
So,
bro.
again, remember what it is that y'all are asking. You know what I'm saying? Because
Gotta remember.
all it takes is for him to hit one wrong note and it's, oh, shit, it's over. Joe got him. Then y'all going to be in your feelings. And the same thing. However, I just feel that Joe, from watching, I don't want to say antics, but watching how he
He's a character.
puts on and how he does what he does,
He's
like
a character.
he might outperform him, bro. Like I'm just this is his opinion.
It's New York, yo. They
When
gonna
it
be
was
up in
when it was
there.
D Block versus Dipset, it was
Woo.
automatic. I didn't even have to
The
even
energy.
choose. Like I just knew, I knew what I knew from what I know, and that's how I knew it. You heard?
Of course,
Like,
this nigga got up there and said, "Look, we got Grammys. Like, stop
Like,
playing with us."
I wasn't even, and it's been like that. A couple of battles I thought, like, who Lil Jon had won against? Lil Jon won against somebody. Was it T-Pain? It was T-Pain. It was T-Pain
T-Pain?
versus Lil Jon on the Versus. And when they did the Versus battle, that's when Lil Jon played the record with him and Usher.
Yeah.
The new record. All right, so now, when I started watching that battle, when I first started watching it,
Right.
I was like, oh,
John.
T-Pain gonna kill this nigga. Then I'm like,
Right.
oh shit, hold on. I forgot. Damn, I forgot he did that reggae record. It's game
And they
over.
just blew it out. It's game over.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
And then it saved it for,
yo, this is an estimated guess because we don't know what
don't
these
know.
people are going to do when they get on the
This
platform.
versus
You understand what I'm
battle
saying? That's
has
with any
taken
battle.
its course, and I like the way it's going.
Yep.
Now,
I love the whole culture behind it.
you'll
Like,
be the. I do.
I love the
Ooh.
sport. I love the sport.
It's like giving a refresher course to people that need to. You can bring back the energy that music generated that day
Right.
today.
The energy
dig
is
what I'm
real.
saying?
I appreciate it. Now, remember, 50 didn't see where it was going. He was like, okay, this was just supposed to be a spirit of the moment. But look how it's taking its course. And I'm loving it.
Look how it's shooting niggas' streams up. You heard? Like,
What?
everybody's
I think
streams
Jada
go up
went
after
up
doing that.
500%. This is crazy. I mean, people are really getting back on the scene in such a way that they deserve. These brothers deserve this. You know what I mean?
It's a way of recognition for using a platform that was created for the younger generation. You know what I'm saying? And it's working.
It's working, man.
It's working
so shout out
beautifully.
to Timberland and shout
And
out to Swiss.
That's a fact.
Absolutely. Now, I've never asked this before, but I'm going to shoot my shot. I'm going to ask.
Okay.
Give me, if possible, could you give me 2 versus battles that you feel like would be epic? Just offer, because you know.
Jay versus Nas.
Woo! That, first of all, anything, Jay, what? That would be it. That would be it.
And
On the humble.
Y'all gonna judge me for this. Please don't. Chris Brown versus Rihanna.
Now, where did you come with that one with the catalog? I got to see
Because
what
their
your mind
catalogs are fucking
Yo, Rihanna, this is
retarded.
my word.
You understand what I'm saying?
when
Like,
you think about verses,
their
you really
catalogs
Gotta look at
together.
catalogs.
you got to take a deep dive
Okay,
into
oh,
their
yeah,
music.
Yeah, oh, that sounds.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Y'all want to
Think
know who could
about
go
their
against Chris
hits.
Brown, right? Rihanna.
Now, I mean, the reason they got together kind of was because
That's
they were making
crazy.
hit after hit after hit at the same time.
And still making hit after hit after hit at the same time.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
So how do you stop them?
Come on now.
What female right now stopping Rihanna flow? I'll wait.
It wouldn't be Neo versus
The only person I think that would be able to, with female wise, would be like Beyonce.
That's not even fair.
That's not
She's
fair.
the Jay-Z of female artists.
She's been in the longevity. She's been in longer too.
Clearly.
So what about
Yeah.
DJ Khaled? Who is anyone can go up against him? Because although it's been a short moment, it hasn't really been a short moment for him. Sometimes people just
Khaled is
reach
more
the
of a
peak of the.
producer. He's not an
But
artist.
I know, but still,
You know what I'm saying?
Like, if somebody could, if he could, come see, let me find out versus. I'm giving you a good idea here because it's like, okay, he's not an artist, but if he can get someone his caliber who supported artists, who created what he created in his area, that'd be good. Bringing out artists.
He's not going to let him. He's going to make himself come out as an artist. You know what I'm saying?
You think he'll make himself come out as an artist?
Why? He puts himself as an artist on records he's not saying nothing on.
Right. I mean, even in the video, he's like in the beginning of somebody else's video. Yo, you know what I'm saying? We the
It's
best.
We the Best featuring DJ Khaled, and that is all you heard is We the Best, and then the beat drops and that shit's over.
And then the artist is
You'll
doing
never
their
hear
thing.
him after that.
Between him and Lil Jon, I miss
You
my
never
mark
even
because I'm like,
know.
yo, I could have been like, oh yeah, and got millions, and We the Best and got millions. And once again, it's like at the end of the day, you gotta really respect that because they found an outlet or a way to be able to do what they do and make money and create.
Without
off of
all the
that.
politics and just catalog include just alone, like which is with the sport is basically catalog.
Rihanna and
That's
Usher.
how you Rihanna and Usher. You said?
Yeah, that no, I'm just repeating what you said.
I said Rihanna and Chris Brown.
Oh, Chris Brown. I'm bugging. I don't know where I got Usher from. Chris Brown.
word.
Y'all heard it here first on House of Harlem.
I don't even know who would be able to battle Usher. Like
That'd
Usher
be-
got a
that'd be
good
different.
catalog.
he does have a good catalog.
Usher got a good
He
catalog.
don't have a Chris Brown catalog.
Which is really interesting because he been in there longevity. He's been
He has
been in there.
all
He got like
all
at
of
least-
Usher's records are way more stronger and hold more strength music wise, creative wise, and impact wise from the songs that you know. But Chris got remember he came in the game young too, and the impact
did.
that he made on young kids
Right.
while still evolving to a young man, flaws and all, is kind of undeniable.
I got one
Right,
more for
right,
you, Drake.
right. It's still doing it heavy.
He is.
Facts.
He is.
Non-stop. When he fell off,
Chris never.
got into the whole thing with Rihanna. When they fell off, I'll wait.
Nope, never.
feel what I'm saying?
Neither one of them. And I love it. And they made peace.
I mean, feel free to post this all over that I said that. I really don't give two fucks.
Yeah, and you'll be the first one. You be now that, and
really
it'd be
don't care.
interesting. I'm replaying
Right.
that shit. If they
Yeah, go
actually
ahead,
do
man,
that, I'm
like-
like, that was first on House of Harlem. Somebody
Because
took
it's
the
an opinion.
idea.
I'm giving it an
Right.
opinion based off of what I understand the sport for being. When the sport is a catalog sport, and they have two undeniable catalogs,
Interesting.
shit hit the floor from the ceiling, no matter
Interesting.
how you put it.
Man, let me tell you something. Those are some tickets that will sell the hell out, especially Jay and Nas. If Jay and Nas got there, it's over. They might as well
Yeah,
shut
it's
the
over.
whole
They might as
system
well shut the
down.
fucking internet
That's
off.
it. It's over. It's
Like,
over.
you can't even do no
It's
more
over.
verses after that. Like,
That's
it's
it.
over.
It's a whole
You know it's done. You made your money. That's it. It's it. It's over.
Yeah,
You're shutting it down.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That would be what? But I have one more person to throw out there. Do you think anyone can go against? Who would go against Drake? Drake is super dope to me.
Drake's going against who would go against Drake already?
That would be that for that one. Woo! And he's super competitive, so I can just see his ass.
It's
like,
like,
really,
yo,
you wanna,
if you're not really paying attention, like, do you not think they didn't plan this shit? Like,
Right,
It
right.
only makes sense because if I know me as a DJ, fuck the producer shit. As a DJ, when I hear niggas coming out with shit,
Right.
I listen to it first. I go through it for the beats, bam. Then I go through it, listen to it really good.
Right.
The third time, I really overall listen to the caliber of records that are on there.
Interesting.
And when I know it's two people that drop the album at the same time, I got to ping pong. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to Kanye,
AKA
then I
Kanye.
listen to Drake. Then I play them both. Oh, shit, this record's hard, but this shit is fire. But he's singing too much over here. He's gospel over here, but this shit's still hard. Like, yo, it's obvious.
And it
Look,
is.
I'm going to break it down to you in this room right here. Playlist. They shit is on all of them.
They are. People said no, Drake killed it. Some people said
It don't
no,
got to be
Kanye
the whole
killed it.
album. There's
It should
mad
be a couple
songs on
songs.
both of their albums.
got
Yeah,
They-
you got.
But I gotta
gotta-
give it to.
You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
got
Like,
a handful at least.
Come on.
At least a handful.
But I gotta give
Fucking
it
the
to
strings
Kanye
up,
with
you
the
heard?
listening parties. He's genius.
Yeah,
That
but this is what I
listening
said.
party,
That was the whole
made
gist of
money
it.
off
Like, let me see how people react to these songs, and then I'm gonna drop the songs they like.
You know what?
And y'all gonna go
I'll
listen
go
to
out.
it. And then I'm gonna go on tour with the same shit again.
I'll go out on a limb and say this.
Kanye's genius.
Brilliant.
Like some Drake found and created his lane
He did.
And dominated
and
it.
became the master of his lane.
And for
And
all
I
y'all
respect
female
you.
artists who
Wanna
stole his
learn?
flow, y'all should give him credit. Cause
So
Gotta
we
learn
some
from that,
female
bro.
some of
okay.
these female R&B
He did it.
I
singers
ain't saying
dug
listen.
into the Drake folder a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and he's so smooth with it, man. I love Drake and I love Kanye. I love both of their
facts.
craft. Kanye, they're both geniuses, but Kanye, boy, I tell you, he's good at his craft. He's good at recreating, doing those listening parties, then delaying the album. Then I mean, it's just genius. There's so much that goes
whole
behind
marketing
the
plan.
process. His marketing is phenomenal.
I
Phenomenal.
got the
Nobody
whole
not
world
messing with
watching
him.
me, and I know every
Game
time I
here,
do
y'all.
something. Say that again.
No, I'm telling the crowd. I'm telling the audience. We giving y'all game here, so definitely take this as food for thought. Ponder
Yeah, before
on
we
this
close out.
and go back to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
go
okay,
back to
let
the
me
drawing
regroup
board
here.
because you made all kind of mistakes. You made hella mistakes.
Oh,
Right.
you gonna make
You know what I'm
mistakes
saying?
all day in this
And
shit.
it's all good because mistakes is how you learn.
Right.
But
Absolutely.
we giving y'all some game that will definitely help y'all, get your craft in order. You know what I'm saying? Artists, producers, DJs, everybody.
That's
You know what I'm
really,
saying?
that's game.
Make sure you got respect for the craft,
That's a fact.
and you won't
And
lose.
learn from the best, man. Make sure y'all go to the best and learn from the best and study. Now, I'm
Always
not going to
study.
hold you long, but I really want to ask you a
no problem.
personal question.
By all means, I got to answer
You
for
a
anything you
producer,
ask.
you're a DJ. If you weren't doing these two things, what would you be doing? What is something people don't
All right,
know
so
about you?
if y'all pay attention to my Instagram, if you pay attention to the screen right now, you see I have this hoodie on that says M&P Performance, right?
Yeah.
Which is clearly something to do with cars.
Right.
All right, so now I had two dreams growing up. It was either constantly continue doing music, which was kind of like, music was like, I was forced to do music. They put headphones on me at 2, and it just was over after that.
You was like, yeah.
Yeah, but they also fucked up because all of my father, my uncles, my grandfathers, they all drove fast cars. You know what I'm saying? So all I knew was cars. Right now,
Okay.
my 2-year-old son, he's addicted to cars. Why? Because I love cars.
Wow.
So if I wasn't doing music, I would definitely be racing, kind of like I'm doing now. But my team basically does most of it. I support them. M&P Performance. My
Okay.
racing team is actually called One Stock Gang.
we got to
so-
come out there. Okay.
Yeah, but you got to be careful too. Oh, just watch my page, man. Like,
I see
I don't want to
it.
say because that's still like
Right.
it's
I
a
see-
sport that these motherfuckers that are gonna chase us for it are heavily involved in.
Right.
So I don't want to put too much of it out, but it's like, yo,
But
bro,
that's
like,
what you would have been doing.
yeah,
So that's
but
something
and the
that
thing
we
about
really-
it is like, yo, this racing team is predominantly all foreigners. We all drive BMWs, Audis, Supers. Like
Right.
now, the thing is they're all black, and we got the fastest cars on the street. There's not no race cars that's out here. If any of y'all racers that are watching this in the cars, not one race
Yeah,
team
I'm
out
about to
here
talk
is
to you
faster
later.
than us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We eat
Y'all the
Hellcats,
team. Y'all the
Audis,
A-team.
and when we take your bread, we spell the name of your car out with the money on a hood of our car to bust your ass.
Ooh, okay. Yo. Okay, honey in the car. Yo, man.
So if you really about that
Wait
music
a
shit,
minute.
come holler at me.
Okay.
But if you about that car shit, yo, have
Okay.
your money ready because my young boys is not playing.
Right.
And they all black drivers, and the cars are all built black.
all black everything. All black everything.
Shout out
they-
to
and
M
they-
Powerhouse.
And they counting every dime.
Right
Yo,
there.
they
Make
gonna
sure
put
your
on the-
math right.
Your
Facts.
math better be excellent.
And if you're not paying, listen, bro, just don't think you coming out racing ever again
ain't.
after that. It's
You
a
ain't.
dub. We ain't gotta fuck you up. We just gonna just kill your
It's a
pocket.
dub, right.
Yeah, it's easy.
And yeah, you always get them in the pockets.
So yeah, that's what it would have been.
That's
And
what's
I'm
up.
heavily in tune with that now.
So you heavy. What do you like about the cars? Like you just.
Oh, I like
you know,
everything about cars.
everything
The way they
about
look, the way they drive, the way they sound. Like,
Right.
and
The
I
fact
I
that
like
no
driving
matter
fast. So
what kind of car you buy,
Right.
you can always you can put you into that car.
yeah, it's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And
That
two,
become
every
your baby,
car,
boy. I tell you.
Yes,
every
fact.
car is pretty much upgradable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
If
just a
you
matter of
know
what
what
you
you
like.
want.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what you like. You like a lot of torque. You like a big engine, a lot of horsepower. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You like something with a lot of traction. You know what I'm saying? Because of how you like to hit.
And we go to the track too.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
don't get it twisted. We go to the track. We clean up White Boy Money track on the track too.
Yeah, I'm
gonna
out
have
to
to
see.
fuck with y'all.
Yeah, like you got me excited. We
Because,
both said
to
at the
be
same
honest
time.
with you,
The farthest
on
I've ever
some
seen
real
was on
shit,
TV.
One of my passions was to become a NASCAR driver.
He did mention that.
Word. I told my moms that.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
I'm OD. Like I pay attention to the aerodynamics down to the comfortability of the driver. Like all that shit matters.
Everything
I'm
matters,
gonna be over
man.
here closing
You
my
can't
eyes
get
every
too much
5 seconds.
air up underneath
Yeah,
it.
facts. Don't let no
Oh,
too
yeah,
much air come
please.
through the
You gotta
top.
make sure that
Like,
air's coming out all
y'all
day.
don't
but then you know this New York street shit is dangerous. So you gotta know where the hell you going out here. 'Cause
Yeah.
If
I
not,
mean,
you assed out.
Broadway
We find
Avenue
out.
in
We
Brooklyn
gotta
under
talk.
that L.
Y'all gotta stop
treacherous.
right here.
That
Okay.
shit treacherous.
Okay, we gotta stop right here,
You know what I'm
y'all. Nah, we gotta stop right here.
Nah, I'm
so
just
what is
saying.
one? So
Fuck
basically, that's your pet peeve. That's basically
That and then
what you.
I got my team. We legally own a strand of weed called Certs. Legally, like so.
Okay.
If you ever heard of
Okay.
Certs,
You
like
fucking
we,
with that?
That's
yeah, we
that's
own that.
certs?
My brother
Okay.
owns it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like if you familiar with the runts, like we
Absolutely.
put
Yeah,
the
Ron,
yeah,
all
word.
that. Like my
You
boy,
know,
my
yeah,
boy,
facts.
Ero.
I
saying?
mean, if that's what
fair.
you know, but Search
Yeah,
Gang,
yeah, I mean, yeah.
if you know Piff
We-
Unit niggas, we the same Search
Yeah.
Search Gang.
Yeah,
You
we
know what I'm
seen
saying?
You
Ero.
know, shout out to my bro Ero. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Doing
We
his
seen
numbers.
him
Search
last time we
everything.
seen
Shout
him
out
with
to Burner.
Noriega.
Shout out to
He
Cookies.
definitely put y'all on blast too. Like he definitely put y'all
He do.
out there
He
as
do.
well. You know?
Yeah,
what
that's
I'm
a
saying?
big fact.
He showed love.
Nah, that's
Wow, man, listen, it was a pleasure. I don't want to keep you up here
Nah,
for
nah,
long. I thank
you
you
for
so
having me.
much. I definitely
doubt,
want you
no
to
doubt.
come back. I want you to give your social media handle. Do you have any projects that you want to speak about right now that's
Yeah,
coming
and
out?
when we go offline, I want to definitely chop it up with you.
Oh, no, that's a fact.
Some
We can do that.
reasonology. You know what I'm saying? We definitely talk that.
Nah, that's a fact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's in the private.
For all y'all
Let's
that
go.
don't know.
My Instagram, if y'all
about
not
that?
watching the screen, my Instagram is Khardier. The God is KHARDIER.DA.GOD.
Right.
Once you type in the first 5 letters of my name, my shit pop up.
That's
Like,
a
That's
fact.
you know
what's
what I'm
up. So
saying?
that's how we
Came
find
up
you.
like that.
Do you give consultations to artists in regards to, if they need to know something in regarding that?
Yeah, but you will pay me for that because that
Right, it's consultation. You got to pay for
Fact.
consultation.
Now that you mention that, one quick question. Do you think that the producers / DJs are the artist development?
That's a good question.
in today's time, absolutely.
That's what
They're
I
the
wanted
ones
to
that
hear.
choose
That's a
to play the
very good
records.
question.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are forcing the records to be drained into your head. Like they're pretty much the drug dealer.
Right. And then when you think about the record pools, like the record pools
Nothing
are going to
goes through
give
with
you
them.
feedback as to what you do,
Right.
what you can do, what you should do, what you shouldn't do.
Yeah, but you gotta
know?
remember the time that we in. We live in a short attention span time. That record pool shit gets annoying when they keep emailing you shit.
Right.
Yeah,
And
Right.
eventually
Telling
people stop paying attention to it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So
Not me,
there's-
I'm on everything.
You still on everything.
I pay attention to all that
Most
shit.
of
I
the
don't
top-
respond to all of it, but I pay attention to
Right,
everything.
Right. So
You
it
got
still exists, and DJs do recognize it and utilize it, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. But is there any other means of how they get their music or you find out about the hottest outside of that?
Shit, LimeWire was the shit back in the day. You heard?
LimeWire. I can't with you.
LimeWire was the shit. You
Oh,
heard?
you gonna have me?
Yo, you picking
I
back
can't even with
on
you. I gotta
niggas,
come
yo.
to your house. We gotta
Yo,
come. We
I
gotta
told
do
y'all
this.
before we got on the radio. I said this, like, yo, I do this radio shit now. I got like, listen, bro, I got some shit we can do
Yes.
now.
Oh my god,
That was the shit. Like,
everybody.
I
Yo, you
can't.
can get anything.
listen, man,
Yeah,
you
back
asked
in
me
the
how
day.
they. And
Yeah.
we all know what basically
Oh,
is the
man.
new visual LimeWire right now.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
They
Like,
not
we don't
cutting
want
no
that.
checks.
We
Fuck
don't
them.
want
We
that.
not
Keep that low, though.
You feel me?
Yo, I love him.
Yeah, big D Block gang, nigga.
Yeah, D-Block.
We don't give a fuck about
Jada,
none
look
of
at
that.
You hear your man?
Like,
Styles,
I'm
you
not
hear
hearing
your
that,
man?
bro.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I
But
can't. I love
that's
him,
what's
man.
up.
I love him. Oh man, shout out to the God, man. I appreciate you. We
Oh,
definitely got to do this again.
And definitely shout out to our clothing store, Clout 9 NYC.
Clout 9,
located
what's
at
up?
3821 East Tremont. We got all Yeezys, Air Cars, Jordans, Kith,
Woo.
Supreme. We got a whole Supreme section.
I
like,
seen a whole sneaker game out there. I'm like, what's
yeah, you
this
see,
all
if you
about?
pay, yo, listen,
On IG, I'm
Ew.
like, he's
all of this
yeah.
shit I'm talking about, I
Right.
post on my page.
Yeah, you
like
got him
daily.
on his page.
Like,
He's
and I say, when I say
So-
everything, I post everything.
Definitely
Like,
go to the Guards page.
yeah, let me know.
And you know, Upgrade your life, man.
Upgrade
Come
it,
on.
man. Upgrade
That's
your
a
life,
fact.
man. Shout out to the guard. Let's see what's the chat talking about before we close out.
Yeah, we had a couple
Shout out
of
to the
questions.
chat room. If I
Yeah,
ain't
shout
get
out.
to
We kind of like blocked y'all.
cover
We was in our
anything.
Yeah,
house.
we kind of.
Yeah, we was over here in the
Yeah,
vibe.
we recognize. I kept a little bit of conversation going. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
you were
to let them
talking.
know that they ain't forgotten.
All right
you know what
now.
I'm saying?
Shout
But,
out to
Shouts
the
out
chat,
to
man.
y'all.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. Without you guys, there's no us. We
Yeah,
appreciate you.
yeah. Big facts. Big
Absolutely,
facts.
man.
As usual, Crazy World
As
said,
usual.
what do you think about Snoop in a dress? A pioneer. You know that.
What do you think about the president, my man? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
saying?
talk
It's
about
like-
it. I mean,
Shout out to the
listen.
co-host
I don't judge,
YG
bro.
in the
Like,
building.
I can't
Yo,
judge
this
that.
was a
Like,
great convo.
that's
We
what he
was
chose to
talking that
do.
Talk, bro.
That's what he chose to
You know what I'm
do.
saying?
bow
Listen,
wow
we
wow
live
yippee yo yippee yay, my nigga. The fuck?
Man, oh man, I tell you, I can hang out with him all day. You know what I'm saying? He's never boring. I like him.
Silence said Chris Brown got that.
Chris
You know what
Brown
I'm saying?
got that.
Chris Brown got that.
Got which one? What, against
with
Rihanna?
Rihanna?
I think he said against Rihanna.
I don't know. I'm not. It's not
Yeah.
because she's a female, but Rihanna, boy, she got it.
Yeah.
She got it. She
No.
got it.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Chris
PJ,
versus Omarion.
PJ
Right.
put Chris Brown versus Omarion.
Chris Brown's smoking him.
Oh no.
That's not fair.
Not that
He
big.
said-
Far
He
as
Y'all
catalog.
trying to end Omarion career.
Yeah, we got love for Omarion.
gotta
We
get
want him to
Soulja Boy
live.
up there.
We want to let
Soulja
him live.
Oh, you know what's crazy? Hold on, that you said that. Shout out to Soulja Boy,
Shout
because
out. Another
Soulja Boy
genius.
is definitely somebody who's about to be buying into one of our search strands. Shout out to Jungle. We got the Nas strand. You know what I mean? It's called
yeah,
Death
yeah.
Row
Let me tell
East.
you
Like,
something about Soulja Boy. He is a young genius, another genius. You
He's
know what I'm
a
saying?
young- he's definitely a young,
breaking that
entrepreneur.
internet.
yeah, but
He's a-
definitely-
he's
you
a
see how earlier I
entrepreneur.
said I got caught in the analog and digital? He
Absolutely.
came right in that digital door. Bam, Draco, the only nigga there.
Shout out to
D4L,
Soulja.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out
He's
to him.
one of the
Y'all
reasons
gotta
why
leave my baby alone.
YouTube
He
is
good.
doing it the way they doing it with his
Soulja
success.
Boy, I'm telling you.
Those people got to give him
And
a
every
check.
time they try
Gotta
to
give 'em
forget
props for
him,
that.
yeah, they need
Draco,
to.
they owe you a check. That's a
Right,
fact.
facts, straight
They owe you a
facts.
check,
We're
bro.
not gonna even
Yeah,
lie
yeah.
about that. Yeah, shout out to who's that right there? Somebody. Shout out to,
Silence
Soulja
said
Boy.
Omarion can sing and dance, but he didn't develop a catalog strong enough.
Right. If he
That-
want to
yeah,
do a
that's-
dance battle with Chris,
yeah.
which he
Oh,
has done
then
before
Silence
already.
Chris
said
Brown
facts.
wasn't in no boy
He's talking
groups,
about,
though.
with Livewire, he said Napster
Yeah.
too.
Napster too, facts.
But Napster went up and down real quick.
Hold
so they was
hold
out of
on.
there.
2 seconds. Who'll lose to Neo? He'll lose to Neo? You think so?
Neo, you gotta check. He moved the
My bad,
camera.
I kicked the camera on that one. Time out. Yo, for real?
No. My brother.
Yo, Schaefer.
My brother.
Schaefer,
My
no
brother.
disrespect,
You
Schaefer.
gotta check the catalog.
You heard?
Check
Schaefer,
the
like-
catalog.
Yo.
Beyonce tracks. How many people he wrote for?
Who you talking about, Chris Brown?
Hold on.
Okay.
Because we're talking the
Rewind
sport.
selector.
No, we're talking verses.
We're talking the sport, which is this is the sport. Get him a mic. He needs a microphone.
You need a mic.
Listen to what I'm trying to tell you.
Beyonce got a gold, know what I'm saying, a nominee for that joint. He can sing that because he wrote it for her, right?
True. He wrote it. To the left. He wrote to the left.
I'm not discrediting you on that at all, brother. On the aspect of the sport, right?
Right.
Chris Brown's gonna make that nigga look crazy, bro. He's more young. He's more energetic. His delivery's gonna be harder. You know what I'm saying? Neo is
As far
not
as
giving
the
the Chris
performance,
Brown
Neo
performance.
got none. But
He's
it's-
nice. I love all you artists, but look, y'all chose to put yourselves in this sport, so this is what the fuck it is. I
Let's
think
keep it real.
Chris Brown, you know what I'm saying, will outperform Neo. I think so. I actually,
As far as
but that's
performance,
a
yeah.
big part of this sport, though.
Right.
This ain't
right.
the ladies. When the ladies did the verses, what they did,
What they
okay,
did.
hold up their little chairs, sat their asses down,
Yes.
legs up and shit. Like, nah, bro. Yeah, Chris Brown's not doing that, my
No.
man. Neo's gonna be the only one crossing his legs that battle.
He's not.
That's why I said the sport.
As far as that
sport. You feel me?
So you think,
I'm gonna look at every aspect. Fuck just their catalog. The fact that how they play that hand is important.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Absolutely. If you're talking about the sport and dancing, yeah, he ain't got nothing on him. Even the catalog.
Yo, Swiss, Tim, y'all niggas need somebody to, spectate and talk shit for y'all. Holla at me.
Yeah, holla. Because right now,
Yeah.
okay, one more
We'll
thing,
dig
Shaka.
deep
Do you
into this
remember
shit.
what Amadeus had spoke about? Was it Eminem? Who did he mention that he said would be a great versus battle before we get off? We're going to throw that out in the air. Do you remember?
Was somebody with Eminem?
It wasn't, was it 50? It was something crazy. It was
Who could
something
battle
crazy.
Buster?
Got that.
Twister. As far as that.
Buster got more club records. That's not fair.
That's
Yeah.
not fair.
Buster got
Who
some
the hell
things,
gonna battle
B.
Buster?
He got some things that when he play it, you gonna be like,
Flo Rida
oh
has
my
more
God, I
pop
forgot about
records.
that. There's so many joints you gonna be like, oh my God.
Damn,
you gonna
and
give yourself
you
a
know
headache.
what? The more and more I'm talking about, the more and more I see.
Has a lot
that
of pop records.
Ooh.
Yeah, but Buster don't have pop records. That's OD in that They got clips. Pitbull, Flo Rida, they got clips of fucking pop records that are hits for them.
Right. You talking
Buster
about
has
global.
hip hop hits
He said
from
Bone
Skinny
Thugs.
Dreadlock Buster till now.
Damn, see,
Right,
I like the
right.
way
That's
they
a
got
fact.
verses
That's a
better
fact.
hook. They better call you and stuff because the way you
They're not gonna
breaking
call me.
it
Swiss don't
down-
want to give me no check.
Nah, but sometimes you need the voice of reasoning right here.
Yo.
Because how they, I think the brother had mentioned Bone Thugs and someone else. Bone Thugs and Harmony.
All right, but
and
see now,
somebody-
Bone Thugs got to go against a group.
Right, and he had mentioned the other group, but I don't.
Don't say
remember.
Wu-Tang because that's a slaughter.
Yeah, no.
Didn't
It
he
definitely
say
wasn't-
Wu-Tang?
No.
It wasn't
no.
Wu-Tang. He said
No,
that's a
no,
slaughter.
That's a
You
slaughter.
going to slaughterhouse with that?
Maybe
That's
3 6
like walking
Mafia.
Right into a buzzsaw.
They might be able to go against 3 6 Mafia.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
know
know
what?
about that.
How?
Yeah.
Pretty much
They would.
the amount
They
of
would.
Bone Thugs
Let me tell
records
you.
that you know is probably
They-
about the amount of 3 6 records that you know, bro.
No.
I guarantee it. No, it's
The
not.
thing is, 3-6 Mafia
How?
they got a catalog that a lot
know
of
about
people sleep on because they were down in the South.
And this is why I like
I'm
about the
going.
verse-
This
this
is why
is
I'm
why I
going
like
that
the
way
versus battle.
because wasn't Bone Thugs was from where?
They were from
the South.
Ohio, Cleveland, I think.
And
right?
where was 3 6 from?
They were from Memphis, I think, right?
From a whole different side, or like is that
Yeah,
Ohio?
two
That's-
different
Right, that's what I'm
sides.
saying. You talking about two regions of it, and that's perfect. That's perfect.
This is why I'm
Because
seeing it as a
they
good
got
battle.
Their sound that really dominated their area. 3-6.
He's
had
saying
sound
it's
that
not a good
dominated-
battle because of the fact that they rap fast and fluently. Yeah, that too.
Oh,
I could go with
okay,
that. I could go. I go with you with that. I go with you on that.
Right.
It is.
You know what?
Nah, he's right.
See,
definitely
that's
right.
what it is about the versus
That's-
battle.
yeah,
So
that-
you
he's
gotta
100%
start bringing
right,
out
too.
these catalogs.
Yeah, word.
And when
And
these
they gotta
catalogs-
match with the
You
time
made it,
frame.
P. PJ in the building.
It gotta be fair. It gotta be fair.
I told you, yo, he needs a mic, bro. Y'all got him over here just chilling, like
I don't know why
he needs a
don't-
microphone,
He
bro.
don't want the mic. He want to be in the background.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know.
wanna
Some
be in
people
the
behind
background,
the
but you
scenes.
know what?
I ain't mad.
I'm pointing the mic in his direction. So they definitely hearing
Listen,
you.
Like,
Get,
whoever
get
wanna
a get a
talk-
longer XLR that reach over there
Right.
and start chucking him the mic and turn his shit on when he needs it.
Oh,
Because
man.
yo, bro, they don't gotta see you,
listen,
but
man,
let them
we
hear
in there
you.
because I want to continue this. I want to come to where he at. You know what I'm saying? Go to the studio, chop it up.
Facts.
I want to ask, get into it. Ask him more questions. So we two beats continue,
Thank y'all, man. I
man.
appreciate y'all.
I
Y'all been
appreciate
very
the
welcoming.
vibes. I appreciate the energy. I
Mad
appreciate the
love,
love.
big
Forever
Thank you.
Major
family.
props to our brother Khardier the God.
Yes,
He's in the building. Go follow.
Shout
go
out to
follow him on
D-Block.
IG. Check out his work because he's worked with the best of the best.
And still
You know what I'm
working
saying?
with the best.
Yeah, I
Still
meant to
working
get
with
to
the
that
best
to the
of the
merch.
best.
He asked me about the merch.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
get the-
Cloud9 at our store. We got every merch you need. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
That 9
BX,
that's a
stand up.
9.
Cloud9, let's get it.
You already know.
You know what I'm
All
saying?
right, man. Peace
So-
to the gods and goddesses. Until next time, all right?
Yo,
Absolutely.
much love. This was classic
This is a good
here.
one. I like this one.
You know
It
what
was
I'm saying?
nice, man.
Peace
appreciate
out,
you,
I
y'all.
appreciate it, man.